Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thank you for jumping on this Zoom call with me. Tonight's featured vehicle is the brand new 2022 Honda Civic. Want to know if you'd be interested in learning how to save money on all the expenses you're usually used to having to pay after you've driven the car off the lot, the monthly expenses that you usually have to pay for owning the vehicle.
Introducing the all-new 2022 Honda Civic Sedan. You are being transported to the show. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride. The Honda Civic Tour presents Her.
And now I'm going to show you why you don't want to own a vehicle the old, antiquated, losing money way.
Don't you just love that new car smell? It smells like power and freedom.
Actually, it smells more like petroleum-based solvents evaporating off vinyl and plastic.
Wow, buzzkill.
Let's see if you still like that smell when you find out what it's really costing you.
I'm locking the windows. Since the auto boom of the 1950s, cars have become an integral part of American society. Car companies spent $14.2 billion in advertising alone in 2014, and that number is only rising.
They convince us that once we're behind the wheel, our families will love us more, our neighbors will envy us, and our freedom to go anywhere is secure.
Unfortunately, they're more likely to take away your freedom and security. New cars are a financial triple threat. We borrow money at interest to buy an asset that we have to pay to maintain, and here's the big kicker, that drastically depreciates in value.
Wait, what is depreciation anyway?
Hey, Julia, would you like to buy some ice cream?
Sure, I guess.
That'll be $4.
I wouldn't pay a nickel for that.
But I just paid $4 for it 20 minutes ago.
That's depreciation. Go wash your hands. Cars retain their value about as well as ice cream on a hot day. A new car will depreciate 63% in the first 5 years. 10% of that in the moment that you drive it off the lot. Calling cars a bad investment is like calling a honey badger a bad heart surgeon.
What?
I mean, they're not an investment at all.
Oh, exactly. I mean, can you think of anything else that you would spend that much money on that loses value that quickly?
I don't know. How about a garage full of Beanie Babies?
I told you, the 90s are coming back.
Sure, hon. And don't think that you can get out of this by leasing either. Leasing companies set their prices so that you pay for the depreciation of their vehicle. And when it's over, they still have an asset that they can resell.
So let's set a few simple ground rules that will put you in the driver's seat instead of being taken for a ride.
Number 1, buy a car that's at least 5 years old. Right away, you're skipping the majority of its depreciation.
Number 2, Save up to buy a car in cash. Paying interest on something that loses value is like gaining weight from exercise. All pain, no gain.
Number 3, if you can't comfortably afford to save an equal amount to your car payment, you can't afford it. So if you're not saving $300 a month, you shouldn't take on a $300 car payment.
So how much money is actually at stake? I think it's time to
Run the numbers.
Let's say I buy a new car for $20,000. I put $4,000 down and I finance the rest over 60 months at 4.25%. My monthly payment will be
$295.42. That sounds pretty normal.
But check this out. What if you bought the same car, but a 5-year-old model, which costs you 63% less or $7,400? Put your same $4,000 down, and with the same loan arrangement, you're looking at a payment of just $62.78 a month. That's a monthly savings of
$232.65. I could get a massage every other week with that.
You could, or you could take those monthly savings and put them into a growing asset like a home or a mutual fund. And if you continue to do that every time you paid off the car, even at a very conservative 7% per year return, in 35 years, you'd have over
$420,000?
Really? Wow.
Now, is that enough to retire on? Probably not, but that's just one thing you can start doing now to prepare for your future. There are many, many more.
You know, as much as I like that new car smell, I don't think I'd spend $500,000 on it.
Now, let's try this instead.
Ooh, what's that?
Early retirement, baby. Bam!
And that's our 2 cents.
Now I'm going to show you a brand new way that very few people know about. This way will save you huge amounts of money in owning a car, because you don't have to do any credit checks, no down payment, no financing, no property taxes, no repairs. It comes with roadside assistance. I mean, everything. You just, like I said, just gas it up or charge it up and go. So here's the video about this new company.
Welcome to the call, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mark, and I'm really excited about the information I'm going to be sharing with you over the next few minutes. And of course, I just had the opportunity to visit the home office in Dubai. I stayed there for just about 1 week, had the opportunity to meet the entire corporate staff. Of course, we had the launch event. It was an amazing experience. It was my second time in Dubai. And, you know, Dubai is a very interesting city because it was created to show people what was possible for man. They have slogans like "Think Beyond," and I want you to think beyond today. Think beyond your circumstances. Think beyond what your fears, and just start getting into possibilities and start thinking about the potential for you to create something awesome for your family and your community. So with that, I'd like to welcome you to My Car Club. This is all about putting you and I in the direct driver's seat, ladies and gentlemen. This is a club membership that gives us the ability to save money when it comes to our transportation, to earn money, as well as learn how to be good stewards over these vehicles that we have. And it also has an amazing travel program. We'll be talking about that as well over the next few minutes. So with that said, let's get started. So first question, why would a company want to start a car club of all things? Well, it has to do with this current state of the economy that we're all dealing with. If you think about the average cost of owning and operating a vehicle in the United States, according to AAA, in 2022, it was over $10,700. But fast forward to 2023, ladies and gentlemen, it's over $14,000 just to own and operate a vehicle in the United States. In fact, car ownership is the second largest expense that most people will have in their lifetime. So I have a question. What if you could cut most of the expense related to owning and operating a car? It could effectively put thousands of dollars a year back in your pockets, ladies and gentlemen. And when you consider My Car Club, start thinking about lifestyle choices, because this is much more than just about a car. I want you to think about cash flow. Cash flow equals freedom. You know, the money that currently goes into car expenses, it could go to improve our lifestyle, ladies and gentlemen, such as eliminate that debt, pay off those mortgages, pay off those credit cards, those car loans, those student loan debts, and potentially save us thousands of dollars in interest. Not only that, you could take that much needed vacation, you know, do those home improvements. Perhaps you want to start a business, improve your retirement situation. Maybe you want to fund college for a loved one, or maybe you want to take advantage of some opportunities that previously you couldn't do that because you didn't have the excess cash flow. So now let's get to the $1 million question. How can a company offer quality new cars with the best savings in the marketplace? I want you to start thinking about your gym membership or any other membership that you have. The average gym membership costs between $20 and $60 a month in the United States. So why do people join gyms? Well, they want to have access to the most expensive, the latest equipment, potentially hundreds of thousands of dollars of equipment that's available to them right now. And they also want to participate in a community of like-minded people who are also interested in fitness and in health. So, but how often do you use your gym membership? Maybe twice a week, maybe 3 times a week. But do you ever go a period where you don't use your membership at all, but yet you continue to pay those membership fees, right? Well, what about your car? How often do you use your car? And how important is it in order for you to maintain your lifestyle and to take care of your obligations and your family? That's why, ladies and gentlemen, a car membership club such as My Car Club, because in this membership club, there are no car notes, there are no insurance payments, there are no repair costs, there is no deposit, no financing needed, and there are no tax payments. You simply gas it up, charge it up, and drive. It is just that powerful. Now, what makes this powerful is something known as innovation and disruption, because there's always a better way of doing things. That's what makes life better. We know from the example of Airbnb, the world's largest provider of accommodations, that does not own any real estate, because it gives average people like you and I who own or control real estate the ability to generate income by renting out those properties rather than all that money going to the hotel chains and the corporations. And of course, we have Uber, the world's biggest taxi firm that does not own a single vehicle, because it gives average people like you and I, again, the ability to create income for our families rather than all that money going to the taxi cab owners and to the corporations. We're talking about empowering individuals. Now, when you think about the traditional way to access and to get transportation, of course, you could pay cash, but you could also finance your car. You know, I'm going to tell you an interesting story. When I was in my first year in the military, I purchased my first car. It was a 1967 Malibu. I paid $500 for it. I financed it through the credit union for 1 year, and you can't do that anymore. I remember when cars were available, you could purchase a brand new car for $19.95. Any of you remember that? Type Y in the chat box. Well, those days are gone. So are the 3-year car loans, the 4-year car loans. Most people are financing cars for 6 years, and some people even 9 years. And of course, you could lease a car. You could also rent a car. But as I mentioned, it's all about disruption, ladies and gentlemen, because what we have here is an innovative car membership club that can save people thousands of dollars a year in transportation costs while providing them a new or late model certified pre-owned car to drive. Once people understand the difference, which choice do you think they will make? Absolutely. They will choose innovation every time. That's why we are on this call. So again, I'd like to welcome you to mycarclub.com. It's all about you and I having the ability to drive our dream cars. So now, what is My Car Club? It's very simple. It is a subscription-based club membership with referral incentives. It may require significant effort and dedication to achieve success, and results may vary based on various factors, including individual effort. Furthermore, the company does not guarantee the success of any individual, nor does the company make any promises or representations about potential earnings or profits. Any earnings or income statements made by the company or any of its affiliates are solely for informational purposes only and are not guarantees of actual earnings. With that said, let's get into it. So the first thing you need to understand is that this is an exclusive membership club, ladies and gentlemen. And it is very, very simple. We promote this club through word of mouth. It doesn't get any easier than that. As a result of participating in this exclusive membership, we will first of all learn about vehicles. You know, vehicles are very high tech now. There's a lot to them than they used to be back in the day. This information is taught to us by way of car magazines and car newsletters, such as how to shop for the best insurance, how to find a good auto mechanic, how to do minor maintenance on your cars to avoid breakdown. Also, there's also discounts such as the car show. I go to the car show every year, discounts in going to the races. And there are workshops that show us various things such as how to detail our cars and how to do minor maintenance. But in addition to all that, we've got an amazing app that's coming out. In fact, it's available in the Google Play Store right now that will enable you to manage all of this and to create additional income. And of course, all that is going to be tax deductible. In addition to all those things, and many more that are coming, and you'll be able to see this on tomorrow night's presentation. We'll share with you some of the new enhancements that are going on, but you also have the opportunity to get your dream car and to earn a residual income. Let's go ahead and break that down. So first of all, to get started, all you need is $165, which is the account setup fee. But right now there is a founder's discount where you save $55. That means all you need is $110. Plus you'll pay your first month subscription of $33. So we're talking about $140, $145 to get started. But a better way to do this is to pay for your membership for the entire year. You will save 1 month, and you'll also be part of our VIP membership. And we'll be talking more about that on tomorrow night's presentation. I'll have those details in the slide. So now we're talking about driving your dream car, and it's all inclusive. We're talking about perhaps a Mercedes C-Class, if that's what you like, or any vehicle up to $40,000 or an equivalent. And of course, as I mentioned, insurance is covered, maintenance is covered, road tax and breakdown coverage. All you need to do is add the fuel and drive. And if for some reason you don't want a car, the company will pay you $1,000 a month. Or if you're in a country where it's difficult for them to get a car to you because of laws and regulations, then you can also take the $1,000 a month. That is your option. So let's talk about the car and the residual income and what it takes to get the car. So to get the car, you're going to be building a community of 120 members, and you can simply do that by word of mouth. We're going to talk about that in just a moment. It's very simple. It's nothing complicated at all. But once that community grows to 240 members, not only do you have this car, but you also get $1,500 a month. And as your community continues to grow, then you get $4,000 a month. And when it continues to grow, instead of $4,000, you get $7,000 a month. And as it continues to grow, instead of $7,000, you get $10,000 a month. And that's with a community of 600 members. So very, very powerful. It actually goes beyond that. We discuss those things in a detailed training, usually once a week. All right, so coming out the gate, guess what? Every time you refer someone by word of mouth, guess what? You earn $55. Let's go ahead and break that down in detail. So your goal, my goal, is to personally refer at least 3 people who would love to have a car under these circumstances or take advantage of the other benefits we mentioned earlier. So the first person, we're going to say that's A. Second person is B, and the third person is C. So you have the beginnings of 3 teams that you are about to build. Now, when you refer those 3 people within the first 30 days, you get a $110 fast track bonus. What does that mean? You've gotten all your money back and you're in profit. And most of our members are doing this within the first day. All right, because of the tremendous benefits that this program offers, there's nowhere else that you can get a car so cheaply and affordably as you can through this program and save money on all those other things as well. So best practices, you want to build 3 teams. And so you're looking for 3 people who are serious about getting a car. Maybe they're influencers, or maybe they are networkers, or they simply have experience in talking to others, right? And those people want to simply repeat this process. 3 people who refer 3. Simple as that. When you do that just a few times, guess what? You have teams of 40. So in the perfect scenario, You want to create 3 teams of 40. That's 120 members. Let me tell you this. You can build it deep, you can build it wide, it can be a combination of both. It doesn't matter as long as you have 120 members. But the best practice is to build it the way you see it on the screen, ladies and gentlemen. Now, to incentivize you to build this in the most effective way, when you get halfway to your goal of 40 members in 3 teams, when you get to 3 teams of 20, guess what? 60 members, you receive a residual of $300 a month. All right, so let's talk about the win-win scenario. The company has created something called the Vacation Savings Plan. That's what I call it. It's the no-claim bonus. This enables a person who's participating in the program to reduce their qualifications to get the car to just 50%. And so basically what happens is once you have been in the program for at least 2 years, you get to take an all-expense paid vacation. If you don't use it at the end of 2 years and you stay for 3 years, you get an even better vacation. And each year you get a better vacation until you get to the 5th year. If you don't want the vacation, guess what? Then all you need to qualify for the car is 60 members. Now, I do have a short video. I'm going to play this that explains that in detail. Let's watch this video.
MyCarClub.com No Claim Bonus. No Claim Bonus is designed to create a win-win scenario for people who have not yet achieved the car bonus. If you have not qualified for the car by the end of year 2, the company gives you 2 options. You can either take a holiday or qualify for the car with just 99 people instead of 120. The good part is that even when you take holiday, you don't lose the people you have signed up with in your team. Just that criteria remains 120. Upon completion of year 3, the company gives you 2 options again. You can either take a luxury holiday or reduce the criteria further and get your car with just 90 people. It gets even easier. At the end of year 4, you can qualify for a car with 78 people only, or take a resort holiday. Finally, at the end of year 5, you can either get a holiday for 2 or reduce your criteria to just 50%. That means you can qualify for your luxury car by just referring 1 person a month, 60 people in 60 months. And this means almost everyone can qualify for a car.
All right. So it's very simple, ladies and gentlemen. If you personally refer just 1 person a month for those 60 months, you would qualify for a car. Very simple process, not complicated at all. So listen, I want to close with this, and then I'm going to basically just talk with everybody for a few minutes. I want you to think about how easy it is to do this. How do you qualify for a car? Well, it's super simple. You just talk to people. And even better, you talk to somebody every day, ladies and gentlemen, because what's easy to do is easy not to do. But when you work with a purpose, the work becomes easier. That's how powerful this can be. And so what you want to do is get in contact with the person who invited you on the call. They will literally walk you through the process, show you how to get started and to get set up with this program. And we work together as a team. We got a very specific strategy where we work together, supporting one another so that everybody can win. That's what this is all about.
All right. Now, outside of the vacation that the company is going to give you for joining my organization, this is for that people that directly go to my website and register, and for the people that they register, and so on and so on. I'm giving you a yearly complimentary vacation. It'll start the year after. So after you register, 12 months later or 13 months later, after you pay your 12th month, then you will start receiving your vacation every year. And this is just a few of the destination cities that you can visit. All right, so what you want to do now is come down here, and I will leave this website in the address in the description. You want to come down here, enter your name, your email, and your cell phone number, because I'm going to be using this information right here to send you the link for your complimentary vacation. Also, I'm going to use this also, mostly your email, to stay in communication with you. For as meetings go, there's like the Zoom links. When you register people, I need you to make sure that you get their name, email, and cell phone number and send it to me to my email so I can send them their annual vacation. So I'm just really trying to help you build your organization as quickly as possible, because I want you to get the vehicle of your choice quickly. I want you to move into the part of the organization, was it tier 5 or tier 6, where you're making $10,000 a month very quickly. And I want to help your people do the exact same thing. So if you have any questions, email me, which is fine. I will get back with you as soon as possible, because I am working with a lot of people and helping them get set up and doing meetings, Zoom meetings for them, and helping their people get set up. So I say just email me, text me, and I will get back with you as soon as I possibly can. So until our next Zoom call, everyone have a great and wonderful and blessed rest of your day or evening, and I will be talking with you soon.